Alright, everyone, welcome to the spooky Halloween Monster Jam show in New Orleans, Louisiana. Alright, I hope you all are excited as I am. We have a 16 truck lineup. We're going to be testing out the one move skills thing, and I hope you guys enjoy the stream. It's going to be a good one. Alright, now I also did change the colors to be orange. So yeah. Hello Romeo and hello Rob. Hope you guys liked all the color changes. Alright, starting us off in racing, we have Jim Fuller, an Avenger. Let's see what he can do. Alright, we have a very interesting course for racing. Did get a few practice laps, more than I usually do before a show. Alright. That turn's probably going to be the most difficult one for most drivers. Alright, and a time of a 46.37. Or 46. 46.37. That will put him in the lead. Alright. Let me write that down. Alright, new keyboard, yes. Should he use the Ghostbusters? I do not have a Ghostbusters one, so, not in my mods at least. Racing is gonna be a while, but skills is shortened due to the thing, so yeah. Alright, this is taking forever to load for some reason. Alright. Next up, we have making her Monster Jam debut, Brooke Pagliarulo and Misfire. See what she can do. Brooke debuting here in Louisiana with this beautiful body. Skying it right straight up. Alright. Oh, crushing the turning cone. That will be a 5-second penalty for her. Alright. Alright, and your time is a 49.89. That will put her in second place. We're going to reset the cone. $49.89. You know what? We'll do that. This show will probably be 2 hours long. I'm gonna be completely honest. It is. Did I say something other than Brooke or something? I don't know. But it is Brooke. Or were you just questioning it? I don't know. Next up, though, we have Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. Alright, Kristen. First ever non-World Final Stadium show. Bringing back Grandma for this show. All right, and your time for Kristen Anderson is a 45.49. That will be your new leader. Congratulations to her. All right, 45.49. Had to listen back to it. So yeah, that will give her the lead. That's who we're gonna do next. All right, next up we will have Kevin Crocker driving Pirate's Curse. We have a lot of trucks that are returning just for this show, and a lot of trucks that are running special schemes just for this show. Plus, we have one debut right here. We have all of the Andersons here, other than Dennis. It's amazing. Alright. And a time of a 45.71. That will put him in second place. 45.71, though, second place. Don't think I already said that. Alright. Getting our next driver ready real quick. Alright, and next up we have John Kohler and Brutus. Alright, let's see what John can do. John Kohler also making his Monster Jam debut right here. Huge sky wheelie. Showing that Team Scream energy. Alright, huge air to end off. Alright. Both the left side tires just got locked up. Your time, though, a 46.33, a fairly good one. Alright. Who should we have next? We'll do that. Hello, Monster Jam Fan 2012. Alright, Monster Jam Fan 2012, I'll look at that whenever. So yeah, I have Do Not Disturb on while I'm streaming, so yeah. Your score, though, or, yeah, I already said your time. Current leader still, Kristen Anderson, but only 4 drivers have gone. Next up, Brianna Mahan, Zombie Hunter, bringing back this truck. It looks amazing. Let's see what she can do in it. All right, that's going to take some time right there. All right, gonna get on the side tires for a second. 46.04. We'll put her in third place. $46.04. Do you believe? All right. We'll do that next. All right. All right, next up we have the currently one of only 3 drivers to be in the World Finals, Cole Venard, the Black Pearl. Beautiful body for this show. Currently only one of 3 drivers who already has a bid. There are a few more that have mathematically gotten a spot in the World Finals that I will be posting about in a little bit. Let's see what Cole can do. All right. Oh my! Cole Venard with an awesome save just in the middle of the run. All right, in a time of a 48.62. All right, ending on the lid. All right. Who next? You know what we'll do? All right, everyone. I made a post not too long back. I asked you guys which zombie body you would like to see Barry Musauer drive, and you all chose the biker zombie. It looks amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Honestly, this is probably my favorite. Let's see what Barry can do in it, though. Barry's an amazing racer. It's it's either him or freestyle. Really good in every competition, except 2-wheel skills. Alright, gonna clip that crush car. Really just gonna slow its time. All right. You can get a nice little wheelie right there. Your time is a 46.02. All right, 46.02. Kristen Anderson really just, she didn't go too fast. She had very, like, close turns, and I think that's what got her where she currently is. All right. Next driver is ready to go. All right, everyone. Next up, we have Adam Anderson driving Gravedigger the Legend. All right. See what Adam can do here. For all these drivers, some of them like John Kohler and Brooke Pagliarulo, this is just like a practice show. But for other drivers, this is, well, I suppose it is a practice show, but not in the same sense, because they're practicing before they start actually driving. These guys are practicing before the final stop on their series. And Adam Anderson, he is looking really nice here. Alright, I do not know why it lagged right there, but he is going to do a backflip to celebrate because he just took the lead. Alrighty, time of a 43.78. That will give him the lead. You guys are not supposed to see that. And that is a over 2-second win. Or almost over 2 seconds from what was second place before. Respect the deck. Wreck deck. What next? Who? We'll do, him next. Yeah, we'll do him next, I guess. Alright, next up is a truck that is returning after many years of not competing. That is El Diablo, driven by Armando Castro, Armando Castro, who usually drives El Toro Loco, bringing that back, this beautiful truck. Alright. Armando Castro going around these turns really nice. Oh. And gonna crash at the end. Your time is a 43.96. That will put him in second place. 43.96. All right. All right. Next up, we have Chris Kohler Mayhem. All right, let's see what he can do. Alright. Chris with probably the best turnaround that cone we've seen so far. still kept his speed going into it, but did not clip it like Brooke did. I'm honestly surprised Brooke is the only one to clip that turning cone so far. Alright. And he will also do a backflip because he also just got the lead with a time of a 43.74. A very, very close edge, but it does get him the lead. 43.74 though, really good time. Alright, we only have 5 drivers left in this competition. Alright, next up we have a design that I've just been waiting for the show because I absolutely adore it. Alright, next up we have Mike Pagliarulo driving Nightmare Jester. Love this design for Halloween. Let's see what he can do. Alright, Mike Pagliarulo doing really well so far. A lot of the drivers here have been doing amazing. Very nice turn right there. Immediately just slingshotted it around. Alright, do not know why it is lagging. Be a very great question. 43.57 though, that is your time, and that is your new leader. All right, next up we have Jamie Sullivan driving Sparkle Smash. See what she can do. All right. Jamie Sullivan trying to get some practice in at some stadium shows. That will serve her well for next season. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, if you know what I'm saying. Oh my! And with a nice little crash at the end. 45.20, that is your time. Very nice time for her. All right, 3 drivers left. Brand new scheme for 2 of them, and then one of them is just a brand new truck. All right, next up we have Ryan Anderson driving Son of a Digger. See what Ryan can do. Ryan Anderson driving a pickup Son of a Digger. Brand new design just for this show and this show only. Alright, very nice turn right there around the traffic cone. Alright, and your time is a 43.23, which means that is your new leading time. Backflip to moonwalk. Alright, 43.23. With only 2 drivers left, he takes the lead. Now, next up, we have another brand new design. We have Zach Garner driving Wildside. Beautiful black and orange scheme. Not too different from his regular one, but just different enough. It looks amazing for Halloween. Let's see what he can do. 43.23 is the time to beat, laid down by Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Alright. Alright, nice turn right there. Alright, and another new leader, a 42.71, and then a corkscrew into slap wheelie. That's like we saw at the encore from Charlie Palkin last show. Alright, 43, or 42, my bad, .71. First driver to break into 42. Alright. Alright, everyone. Now, our brand new truck debuting, being driven by Weston Anderson. Our final competitor in the racing competition is Bog Hog. If you don't know, this is his mega truck. So before he got into Monster Jam, he was in mega trucks, and this is what he drove. Alright, bringing it to the monster truck world, though. Let's see what he can do. Alright, time to beat 42.71. Alright, lag, we will redo it because there was lag for absolutely no reason. I literally turned my graphics down, and there's still lag. Alright, gonna make a small mistake right there. That might cost him, though. Actually, I'd argue setting up for a better turn right there. Yeah, it might have actually, what looked like a mistake, might actually not be. I have no clue why my computer's glitching. I have a very good computer, so this should not be happening. Like, it is built for gaming. Alright, and your time is a 43.27. Will not take the lead, but still gonna backflip just for fun. Gonna fail the backflip, though. Alright, 43.27. That was not supposed to happen. Let's see what he can do, though. I have not seen the Scream 7 trailer yet. I will look that up afterwards. Alright, we're getting Alright, so... That does mean your racing winner, though, is Zach Garner, Wildside. Alright. Let me see, who is next? Alright, that'll be who's starting. Alright, everyone, we are going to be adding up our points. Aiden, I do this literally twice a week. I think mine are better. I think my timing is going to be better than yours. 16. Alright, we're gonna... Alright. Alright, bye, SM. Hope you have good. Alright. We're almost there. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Alright. Everyone, now next... Alright, everyone, now next up we have the two-wheel skills challenge. We are going to be doing something a little bit different. Each driver will only have one attempt. If they fail their attempt, though, then they can retry, but it has to be off the exact same obstacle and the exact same move. So, yeah. Starting us off in the skills challenge will be Brooke Pagliarulo. Misfire. Alright, Aiden, this will just be for this show, alright? I just want to see how it works, and I also don't want the show to be ridiculously long. Alright, Brooke Pag gonna go for a sky wheelie on her first attempt. Or on her only attempt, my bad. Alright, and that is her run. Congratulations. Get those scores locked in. It's only for this show, Aiden. Digging it and only giving one attempt. What? What does that mean? Alright, we just need your score in, Romeo. Are we going? Alright, 6. Alright, that's not very nice, Romeo. Your score is a 6. A 6.065. That is your score. Alright. 6.065. Next up, we have Colvinard, the Black Pearl. Alright, let's see what Cole can do. Alright. Gonna get a... Oh, alright. Pretty nice bicycle right there. Alright, get those scores locked in. Score to beat 6.065. Alright. Alright. We just need Aiden's score. And then we'll start off our next skills run. Alright. Love this truck's design. Alright, unless Aiden scores at literally any time, because he's not scoring currently. Your score is a 4.509 for Colvinard. 4.509, that will put him in second place. Alright, everyone, next up we will have Jim Kohler. Claire. What do you mean, Claire? Alright, 7.8. Let's see what that changes Cole's score to. Your score is a 5.053 for Colvin and Art. Alright, 5.05. 8.4. Now I have to change it again. Alright, your score is a 5.153. Alright, everyone. Now, next up, we have Jim Kohler, as previously stated. Alright. Trying to get that car out of the way. Oh, an amazing save for Jim Kohler. And another save. I thought he was over. Get those scores locked in. Current score to beat 6.056, laid down by Brooke Pagliarulo. I get your scores locked in, both of you. Unless Aiden has just randomly died like he does during almost every stream. So... So it turns out the score for Colvinard was actually a 6.042. I did my math wrong. Still we'll put him in the same spot, but yes. Alright, 6.042. Did that one going right? Alright, so I genuinely... Alright. 9.32. That's my score. Alright, Aiden looks like he died during the stream as usual. And your score is a 9.691. That is your new leader. Only 3 trucks in, and Jim with an impressive score. 9.691. Your next up driver, we have Brutus. John Kohler, my bad. John Kohler's Monster Jam debut. Did not bad in racing, but definitely showed he wanted to freestyle. Alright, we have this new metal ramp on the track. First ever show we're using it here. Alright, and looks like he's over. And you know what? Since it's Halloween, though, according to the rule, it's if they fail the move, then they get to retry it. So, John Kohler back on all 4 tires, gonna retry that move. Alright. Still has some of that Brutus body, most of it's just falling off. You gotta see the chassis right here. Alright, much better second attempt. Alright, get those scores locked in. Score to be 9.691. And get those scores locked in. Jeopardy music. Cue. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Romeo, are you alive? Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Anyone who's watching this in, like, not live and not looking at the live chat has zero context to what is happening. So that's kind of funny. Alright, looks like Romeo will just not put his score in or something, which means your score, unless... Alright, Romeo getting his score in at the exact right time. Very lucky. That does mean your score is a 7.866. That will put John Kohler in second place. 7.866 for Brutus. Next up, we have Brianna Mahan, Zombie Hunter. Alright. Alright. Literally just crushing some cars, good old school style. Alright, very good move for Brianna. Alright, get those scores locked in. Current score to beat. Again, it's a 9.691. Next year, 2026, I think I have a very good feeling about it. Alright, get your score locked in. Your score is an 8.705 for Brianna Mahan in Zombie Hunter. That will put her in second place. Now, everyone, next up we have Bari Musauer in Zombie. Alright. Bari Musauer driving the fan voted on Biker Zombie. Huge sky wheelie. Amazing crash. Very nice for his one attempt. Alright, get those scores locked in. And your score is an 8.683. That will put him in third place. .683. Alright, next up we have Kevin Crocker, Pirate's Curse. Looks like he's lining up for the side of this step up. Oh my! I do not think he intended that, but it worked really well. A backflip off of nothing. Get those scores locked in. Alright, now get your score in. Set scores. I will say I scored it lower because while it was a good move, it was only one move, so yeah. Alright. But the score is a 7.700. That will still put him fairly high though. Congratulations though. Next up we have Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Now we have 2 encores at the show. One will be after this competition. The other will be after the show concludes. Alright, Kristen Anderson walking a reverse popper across the stadium. Alright, get those scores locked in. Very nice move. Alright, your score is an 8.395. Alright, 8.395. That is your score for Kristen Anderson. Next up, we have Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Alright, looks like she's going to go to the Sparkle Smash Bash ramp. I will tell you guys, this ramp will be used for a little something else a little later into the show. So far, everyone has gotten their attempt. Jamie Sullivan, I mean, she got it, but that was an interesting way to do it. Nice little combo off the car. Get those scores locked in, though. Alright. That jump will be used, though, for a little something even better later. Alright, get your score locked in. Score to beat 9.691. Alright, 8.8. Thank you for that. Your score is an 8.680. They'll put her in 4th place currently. Fairly good run, though, I will say. Let's see what she can do next. Next up, oh my lord. Let's see what Armando Castro can do next. I don't know why I said what she can do. Alright, Armando lining up in the middle ramp, bringing back El Diablo for this show and this show only. We're keeping trademarks alive in New Orleans. Alright. Oh! And getting his patented backflip moonwalk moonwalk to backflip into wheelie. Into slap wheelie. Alright, that is amazing. Score to beat 9.691. Alright, that is amazing. And your score is a 9.6 9.625. That does mean that Armando Castro will slide into second place. Very nice score still. All right. And next up we have Adam Anderson, Engraver the Legend. Let's see what he can do. I also agree. I went to see a Monster Jam show again. Or I went to go to one again. But I've been to, I'm gonna go to 5 this year. Currently I've gone to, well, I've gone to 4, I'm gonna go to 4 Monster Jam shows, but I've been to Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live, which is a monster truck show, so I'm gonna count it. Alright, Adam Anderson, now he did not get all 4 of his tires onto the ground. He got them onto the backflip. Alright, so now, cannot set it down now. Alright. Alright, get your scores locked in for Adam Anderson, Radiator the Legend. Hello, Owen. One attempt and one amazing one for sure. Alright, I have not checked chat. I'm so terrible. Alright, and your score's a 9.013. Adam Anderson with a really nice skills run, but he did not have anything like Jim Kohler or Armando Castro had, where they had a wow moment. Jim Kohler really just, my bad, Adam Anderson really just had a nice run. Alright. And next up we have Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Alright, Chris Kohler. What can he do? Alright. 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 Completely shutting the truck off. Just gonna sit it down there. Alright. Alright, now he's walking it. Walking it again. Alright, now he's gonna walk it backwards. Alright, gonna try and combo it into a wheelie. Not gonna work, but still amazing, amazing job. Get those scores locked in. It has been a really nice stream so far. It's been a very calm stream, I will say. Like, nothing crazy has happened like yesterday. It's just sort of like we're just chilling. We're just vibing to monster trucks. All right. And your score is a 9.055. 9.055 for Chris Kohler. That will put him in 3rd place. All right. Next up, we have Mike Pagliarulo and Jester. Mike Pag usually drives Excalibur. Tonight, though, he is driving a Jester. Really nice to see him in this beautiful-looking scheme. All right, and he did fail that move, so we are going to put him back on his tires. Let him get a second shot at it. All right. Mike Pag. Oh, going for a slap. Almost getting it. All right. We'll get those scores locked in. You're good, Romeo. I actually think he would have gotten that slap moonwalk. He just was a bit unlucky with, he walked it very far, and he chose to go for it afterwards, so yeah. And your score is an 8.027. 8.027. That will be the score for Mike Pagliarulo. Jester. All right, 3 drivers left. Next up, we have Weston Anderson in gray, or Bog Hog, my bad. All right. Everyone's going for different ramps because this is such a huge track. You could go on this entire track and not do the same move as someone else. Oh, all right, starting off with a moonwalk, try to get it into a really, got it into a sidewall save, now into a wheelie, crushing the car on his way. Just gonna walk it across the entire stadium, hitting the wall, get those scores locked in. All right, really nice job. Oh, your score for Weston Anderson and Bog Hog is a 9.715. That means he is your new leader. 9.715 for Weston Anderson. That will put him in the lead. Now we do have 2 drivers left. All right, we have his brother driving the exact same style truck. Pickup truck, only difference are the decals on them. So let's see what Ryan can do, though. All right, lining up in the middle of the track. All right, walking it forward. And he will do what El Diablo did. Oh my! He tried to go for it, and now I don't even know what that was. He like pirouetted it. Get those scores locked in, though. I do agree, Romeo. I just wanted to try a different body, and I thought, you know what? This is going to be nice. All right. Your score for Ryan Anderson is a 9.71. That does mean he will get second place. 9.711. Very close, though. All right, and next up, final driver out, we have Zach Garner, Wild Side. Zach Garner is going to have one shot to impress these fans. Why are you saying no? No. Oh, you wanted him to take the lead. All right, looks like he's going to go for a bicycle off of the backflip ramp. Gets it into a moonwalk. All right, well, that will be his attempt because he did get what he was going for. Absolutely wild. He may have failed it, but I'm still giving that a high score. And your score is a 9.343. All right, that does mean your two-wheel skills winner is Weston Anderson and Gravedigger. All right. We're going to be getting our first encore set up on the track right now. All right. It's going to be amazing. All right, everyone, are you ready for your first encore of 2 for Halloween? All right, we have Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash getting ready to jump Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. Let's see what happens. Huge sky wheelie, making Logan Ashline Sparkle Smash go bald. Alright, getting a moonwalk out of it. Alright, backflip to wheelie. Alright, another backflip to wheelie, off of the backflip to wheelie. Alright. Alright, that is amazing. I have done a Glendale show, it was for Stadium Series Blue. Alright, and a save to end off. Alright, everyone, we're gonna get the track ready for freestyle now. Alright. Really nice encore right there for Jamie Sullivan. Also, do not forget Logan Ashline. She just got herself scalped. All right. Uh, yeah, it will definitely not be calm during freestyle. I do agree, though. This has been such a nice, fun, and calm stream. Alright, freestyle is ready. I think that the lag may be done. I think it was just because of the racing chat, but I could be wrong. Alright, never mind. I think I just saw a bit of it. I literally glanced away for 1 second. I'm like, wait a second, did that lag? Looks like we'll never know. At least before freestyle starts. Alright, everyone get out those phones, though, and go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Everyone, this is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Alright, Hooman are gonna start off freestyle with some nice air. Nice little transfer right there. Alright. Hooman is a very good freestyler. It's by far his best. I actually wouldn't say it's by far his autonomous. He's like Bari Musauer if Bari was slightly good at skills. And I don't know how else to describe it. Amazing in racing and amazing in freestyle. But really just not that good in skills. Alright. Minute 10 seconds left for the Black Pearl. Alright, so there is lag. Alright, looks like he's gonna line up to get some big air. Never mind, tried to go for the reverse backflip with 30 seconds left, did not land it. Will not get injured though, luckily. But get those scores locked in. Alright, get those scores locked in. Your score is an 8.309. 8.309, that is your score. I can't believe you, Romeo. But 8.309, not a bad score. All right, now next up we have Brooke Pagliarulo driving Misfire. All right, gonna start off by crushing cars, old school style. Alright, pretty decent run so far. Alright. Well, she just popped her tire somehow while cross-threading the track. Tire was not happy. Gonna get a save out of it, though. We will be resetting that car stack, though. Alright, Brooke gonna get a nice donut. Not gonna line up for the backflip, of course, because she's a rookie, first of all. Second of all, her truck is very broken. Well, at least her tire is. Oh! Another save for Brooke. Alright, gonna end the run with the donut. That will put her on her lid, though. Get your scores locked in. Score to be 8.309. Alright, we're gonna reset the track right now. Alright, for her debut freestyle, that's amazing, especially considering how she had a broken truck for the entire second half. Alright, the ramp has been reset. And your score is an 8.725, an amazing score for her debut freestyle. Alright, 8.725, that is your new score to beat. Get the next driver spawned in real quick. Who is the next driver? Let's play a game. Ooh, that's who. That's gonna be fun. Alright, everyone. We're gonna get him on out here. That's right. It's a guy. Which tells you it is not Jamie Sullivan, nor Brianna Mahan. And that is literally it. Show's only been an hour and 8 minutes in already. Most of that was racing, I think. Actually, I don't really know, honestly. A lot of fun, though. But next up, we have, John Kohler Brutus. John Kohler making his Monster Jam debut here, along with Brooke. Start out with some nice air. Alright. Oh my! Second rookie today to absolutely just destroy their truck. Just went for some huge air, which he did indeed get, but in the process, just absolutely demolished his front drive shaft. Alright, he's gonna send the truck into a donut. Still has not hit any jump since braking. His front tires do not want to work with him. Front tires are basically completely off the truck. He has absolutely no control. I think he's just trying to hit literally anything. And they go for another donut in the meantime. Alright, and he is done with 25 seconds left. Get those scores locked in. Alright. Really good, and he probably could have taken the lead if he just didn't brake early. Your score's a 7.046. Alright, 7.046. That is your score for John Kohler. Alright, that is in. Next up, we have Pirate's Curse. Alright. Let's see what Kevin Crocker is going to do here. Alright. Start off with a nice sky lead. We did leave John Kohler out on the track. Because he was set up so perfectly. Like, he crashed in the perfect spot to get jumped. And I don't mean jumped as in mugged. I mean jumped as in, like, to get jumped over. Alright, gonna get a slap wheelie off the metal ramp. I have to say, I'm loving that metal ramp. Oh my! Kevin Crocker with a nice save. Alright, losing the front of the truck and also that beautiful hat. Pretty good run so far. Could use a bit better momentum. But that's really it. Going for the backflip, gonna land it perfectly. Now gonna get some nice air. Oh, that's not gonna bode well for him. Oh, no. Oh, actually wasn't terrible. Oh, alright, and he going over. 20 seconds left, falling upside down. Still really, really nice run. And your score is an 8.474. Alright. I will be back in a short while. We're going to get Zombie Hunter in the meantime out onto the track. But yeah, slight break because, yeah, I need to do something. Alright, everyone, we now have Brianna Mahan in Zombie Hunter going out next. We're going to start out with some huge air. Very nice. Alright, looks like she's going to be the first to jump John Kohler. Doing it cleanly. Brianna Mahan, similar to Jamie Sullivan, is gonna need to get some more stadium practice. Granted, she's driven in much more stadiums. Because next season, she may or may not be on a stadium series. Same for Jamie Sullivan. Granted, theoretically, if they were going to be on the same series, they may be on different series. So, just keep that in mind. Alright. I'm gonna go for the backflip. Alright, chat. It literally lags the moment that I go for the backflip. That's unfortunate. 55 seconds left. She would have done good, but the lag. I don't even know why it's lagging. So it should be better now. I think I fixed it. Alright, your score is a 7.800. Now, next up, Zombie Hunter's arch nemesis. It is Zombie. Will he avoid getting hunted? Alright. Alright, I had to turn a few of my graphics down lower. Or not my graphics, I had to turn my stuff down. Well, I think it is graphics, but I don't know. I had to turn it down lower, and it seems to be working much better now, even though I literally only changed 2 things. Nice save for Bari Musawa, though. Alright, just gonna jump that ramp. Amazing. I think we have 12 trucks left, if I'm not mistaken. Well, counting Bari Musawa, 12 trucks left. Alright, so there is still lag, but it's less often, I think, is what we've learned. Alright, backflip to wheelie. First backflip of the night. 12 trucks left. Oh, a nice save right there. Alright, Barnaby Sour, time is up. He does get one more hit, though. Looks like he's just gonna go over the backflip ramp. That is an interesting thing to do. Alright, get those scores locked in for Barnaby Sour. Alright. Score to be 8.725. You don't have to stay, Romeo. Do not feel like you are obligated to stay, because yeah. What next? Oh yeah, that's him. And your score is an 8.839. 8.839. Amazing score that will take the lead. I actually find we're closer to being on track with this show than we were with Houston, which is very funny in my opinion. Alright, everyone, next up we have Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Alright, gonna start off her run with a backflip. Very nice, lands it. And she's just gonna drive over John Kohler for some reason. I don't think if she knew he was there. I genuinely think she just wanted to do a slap wheelie and did not know that he was there. Oh, could she save it? No, a minute left and she's on her lid though. Very good run up until that point, I will say. All right. And your score is a 7.450. 7.450, that is the score. Alright. Wrong truck, I just put it in. Alright. Next up, we have Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash. And to start off where she just did her stunt a moment ago. Sky wheelie, slap wheelie, into another slap wheelie, into another sky wheelie. Alright, 10 seconds in and she's already had 4 different types of wheelies. Alright, nice air right there. Jumping over John Kohler from a different way. Getting a small little save right there. All right, nice little bicycle. Oh, and a save. She's just sitting it on the wheel, on the back, doing a wheelie for a second. And then decides to go for the save. Alright, lining up for the backflip. Alright. And she's gonna go over with 20 seconds left. That was still an amazing run, though. Get those scores locked in. Oh, this next freestyle is gonna be amazing, actually. Alright, 6 drivers left now. I think. My bad. 7 drivers left. Alright, let's see what they can all do. And your score is an 8.738. I'll put Jamie Sullivan in second place. .738. All right, next up we have Mike Pagliarulo. All right, huge air right there. All right, some more huge air. Mike Pagliarulo doing this design justice. All right, nice little save on top of like the oil tank. All right, and an amazing save right there. All right, gonna go for this backflip ramp off of the oil tanks. Amazing, amazing rotation. Mike Pag definitely looking to take the lead as long as he can keep doing good. And gonna break the rear left tire. All right, just gonna set it into an extremely fast-paced donut. All right. Now get those scores locked in. Score to be 8.839. All right. And your score for Jester, unless we're going to get a score in from chat, will be a 9.458. That means he is your new leader. All right. Now, next up, we have Jim Kohler, an Avenger. All right, Jim Kohler ready to go all out. Won the Superstar Challenge freestyle, and he just broke his rear drive shaft already. Not even 10 seconds into the run. Broke his entire rear drive shaft. Still got an awesome save after breaking it, though. And in another amazing save. Nice little reverse jump. All right, we'll get those scores locked in. A minute left, and he is done. Literally cannot run. All right, and your score for Jim Kohler in Avenger will be a 7.9, actually 7.005. All right, next up we have Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. All right, gonna go slap wheelie into backflip. Amazing flow right there. All right, gonna jump over John Kohler. And gonna get an amazing save. Yes, he will. All right, this is an amazing run. All right. 10 seconds left. And he is having the run of his life. And gonna end with a save. Get those scores locked in. All right, and your score is a 9.708. A 9.708. That will mean that he takes the lead. All right, now next up we have Chris Kohler in Mayhem. All right, gonna start out with some nice two-wheel. I'm gonna get a save right off the bat. Endo. Alright. Turning the truck around. Alright. Amazing run for Chris Kohler as well. Alright, nice 8-pack backflip. Alright. This is just an amazing run. He's going absolutely wild. A corkscrew off the back side of the backflip ramp. An amazing, amazing run. Get those scores locked in. And your score is a 9.388. That will put him in third place. Next up, though, Armando Castro in El Diablo. All right. Gonna just slam into Joe Foley. All right, getting a wheelie with that truck. Oh, and he's over with only 30 seconds into the run. It's really a fairly good run for what it was. All right, only 3 drivers left. All right, next up we have Zach Garner in Wild Side. Start off with some huge air. And a, corkscrew out of nothing. Almost like Bryce Kenny at San Antonio 2024. Amazing freestyle so far. Alright, you know, line up for the 8-pack. And he's gonna get a backflip into sidewall save. amazing run so far. This could take the lead. I was about to say, if he gets one more wow moment, it will for sure, and he does. Oh, he's gonna go for a second backflip. All right, get those scores locked in. And your score for Zach Garner Wildside is a 9.880. That means he's your new leader. Now, next up, we have Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Huge air to start off the run. I'm going to get a save immediately. All right. Oh my, saving it in the car, that takes talent. Because those cars, they do not want to help you. I do think he has something broken because he has some fiberglass stuck in his rear tire. And he's gonna catch fire. What? And he's still going though. He's on fire, yet he's still running. Ryan Anderson is a madman. Alright, he's gonna do a backflip on fire. Alright. And can he save it? Yes, he will. Alright. Someone called backdraft because, I mean, he needs a fire extinguisher. Alright, huge air. More barrel rolls. And another barrel roll. Alright, and that is the end of the run. Oh, can he save it? Yes, he can. Alright, get those scores locked in. Score to beat 9.880. And your score is a 9.762. Now for a final driver, Weston Anderson in Bog Hog. Are gonna go all the way out. And looks like he's gonna be done early. Alright, but do not be worried. We will get you guys an encore. Score will be a 4.609. But our final thing, our encore for the show, will be Blake Granger driving the Raven. Alright, automatically with a huge save. Alright, amazing job. Don't know why we have the timer in the top, because he does not need a timer. This is just an encore for fun. Blake Granger, reigning world freestyle champion. Alright, and an amazing crash to end off the show. Alright, well, thank you all so much for watching this. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. This was amazing. I had a lot of fun. Hope you all did. Please subscribe, and goodbye.